Welcome back to X4, and we're traveling through sectors we've never been through before because we have a reputation upgrade to get from Antigone Republic. Ooh, here we go. Antigone Memorial. So it's going to want us to go to that highway. Let's just flip sideways and head over there. And I should be able to go onto it at any particular point in its length, so that is fine. Let's just hit backspace and we should be okay. So yeah, just like we did for Argon, because we've been trading and because we've been mining, essentially we gain reputation with the other factions, and I don't expect this mission to go anything different than the Argon one, but I thought I'd show you the second one just in case, and if there is anything different, obviously you can take a look. Now, our balance is just over 1 million again. We're trading Nvidium. That's not Nvidium, honestly. But yes, yes, there is Nvidium mining. Not for bitcoins, but yes, that's perfectly fine, and it's getting us fair amounts of money. Now, that money I'm going to be having to filter into our food factory. Now, while we're heading over there, I just wanted to show you the food ration factory, because I got a good couple of comments from last episode of people saying what we can actually do with this. One of them was, I've put a Taladi biome on there, and that consumes Taladi food instead of Argon food. Now, if I had an Argon biome, I'd definitely put it on there, but I don't. And the Argon biome blueprints are actually really expensive. They're, I think, well, they're called habitats. I haven't found a blueprint called Argon biome, but the habitats, well, they are 9 and 11 million. So I'll have a fly around some more Argon stations and see if I can find a biome or any habitat blueprint, rather than spending that amount of money, because I just don't have it right now. I want to feed that money into the food ration factory if possible, and so that means, at least to start, we're going to probably have to use the biome that we get given at the start of the game, essentially. Or, yeah, I suppose we could create a Taladi factory, but I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, and let's go and dock, and let's go and see what they have to say on board. And here we are aboard the station, so let's go and have a talk with Frank Roland, who wears a helmet to work. I mean, yeah, if the window blows out, I suppose, but seems a bit overcautious. I'm here about the Trade Guild.
Ah, I'm glad you came. Our guild is currently seeking to increase our presence in the market. To compete with the Taladi, we're offering membership to a select number of trusted individuals. This is a one-time investment, after which you will have access to a number of job listings.
What kind of jobs can I expect?
As you can expect, most jobs will involve shifting wares between stations, but we're also looking for combat pilots. We have to protect our interest and seek out new opportunities. I believe you can help us do that. It's a competitive market and we need skilled partners. You just so happen to catch our attention.
Okay, and we can join for the grand total of an amazing, so high, 50,000 credits, so
great.
Sure.
I'll update our database right away. You should be able to see jobs on offer in the areas where we operate. We expect good things from you.
Okay, so that wasn't quite like the Argon one. We get given more missions, potentially.
Captain.
Do you have anything else to say? No, you do not. Fair enough. If we look at the transporter room, is there a representative here? There is, for the Antigone Republic, so why don't we go there and see if there's actually anything nice we can buy for our various stations. Door number 1. We're now up to 2 million credits. Okay, faction representative. You're all wearing helmets. Maybe you can't breathe in this environment, and if you can't, why not change the environment rather than wear the helmets?
It's good to see you, Fred.
Okay, and I guess we can press 3, receive rank.
We've been watching your work with great interest and wanted to reward you for it. I'm pleased to present you with a new rank amongst our organization. Of course, this rank comes with great benefits. These benefits are tied to the rank, so if you lose the rank, the benefits go too. But with your record, I'm sure we don't have to worry about that. Oh, and you may also find that certain organizations under our jurisdiction now have interest in you joining their ranks. Once again, I thank you for your efforts. We look forward to working with you more in the future. Good luck out there.
Okay, so we got Friend of the Republic, which is the equivalent of the Argon one we went through. So we may as well take a look at the blueprints and see what they've got available. They have equipment, turrets, and shield generators. I'm not going to worry too much about those just yet. Modules. Are they pretty much the same one? They are Argon, so that's good. Here's the medium habitat I was talking about, and the large habitat. They are huge. There is a small habitat for just 11 million, but no biomes. So I assume that these are the Argon equivalents, and we really will need to either borrow them via a data leak or purchase them. In any case, we can start with Taladi and then just ship in the food to get started. Also, I did get some feedback saying you don't necessarily need the biome. It will work without it. It's just that you'll gain bonuses. However, by gaining the bonuses, you're also spending food. So that may not balance out. But, you know, we'll get there. In any case, is there anything we actually want to buy? Argon solid storage, liquid storage. Defense platforms I sort of like, but because the war hasn't kicked off in earnest yet, I'm not going to worry too much about that. And I would, well, let's take antimatter cell production. That actually might be a nice thing to do. Yeah, so 500,000. And that is one other point about that food station that I built that someone did say. And yeah, I do know about this one. I just didn't mention it. I added a liquid storage module on here. So if we have a look at our station, right, I want to say there is liquid storage. Now you might think you're shipping in ice and converting it into water, so it's going to need somewhere to be stored. It does. It's just not stored in liquid storage. I don't know why. It's actually container storage. But I just thought to have on this station, in case I expand it to do other things, I actually built just solid, liquid, and container on purpose. And then, hey, if we ever need it, these are actually fairly cheap, I think. You know, and they're already built, the container and liquid storage. It's actually working its way through solid storage now. Do we need to give it more money? Yeah, I guess we need to give it a little bit more money. It will, of course, you consume all of this in constructing the whole station or complex. Not sure what we should call them, because in X3 they were called complexes when you linked multiple things together like this. However, this is sort of one plot, one station now, so yeah, not so sure. But I do like the system. It's much easier than X3's system where you had to place lots of separate things with connecting pipes. And almost invariably, people get the connecting pipes wrong, and there'll be connecting pipes going everywhere except where you want them. So this is much nicer that it's snapped together. Another bit of feedback that I had, and people were really asking about this, trying to get things to fit together. Bear in mind that some of these modules do only fit together like this, i.e. some of them need a top section to attach to, not side section. You can spin them around in the horizontal plane, but you can't spin them around vertical. So just a note to that, if you can't get them to attach, even by right-clicking and dragging, it's probably because they need to go on top of something and you don't have any remaining top connection nodes to actually snap onto, and that's why it won't show up. Other than that, pretty straightforward. We can just filter money into this now, and on we go. And just so you know exactly where we are, from second contact there is a jump gate right on the west side, and that does go over here out to the void, and from the void you go into Antigone Memorial. So yeah, the map as you've seen so far in here is actually bigger than what you see on the screen. For example, there is some at least one more jump gate in in Hitikvid's Choice we've not gone through yet, and there are other ones going down here, off here, and then up here and to the right there are more up there as well. So yeah, don't think this is the entire region. There is about just below 50 sectors or so, and that doesn't include the areas outside the sector lines, which I'm not sure of as to what there's out there just yet. If anyone's seen anything out there yet, do let me know. Now, while we're in Antigone Memorial, I thought, well, why don't we buy our first large ship? Now, it's not going to be my player ship, it's going to be another miner. However, I am aware that the Nevidium is going to run out, or it's going to saturate the market, so we're probably going to want to switch a few of these back to silicon, but also a larger miner thing can perhaps take over on the silicon and make sure that we have a large supply being supplied to everyone who needs it. As and when the war kicks off, they're going to start using it to make all kinds of other things. Alright, so let's go to our shipyard. This is the Antigone shipyard, not the one in Argon Prime. It's in Antigone Memorial. And we're going to buy ships, and we're going to go for large. That's right. And then Well, we have a choice of mineral or gas. We're going to go for mineral, of course. And this is the Magnetar. So it's a huge ship. These are the docks, as I said last episode, but I thought, let's go for it. It is 1.6 million. So let's start out with what's the highest preset? That's 12 million. No, minimum 3.2 million. Okay, we can just about afford that, I think. I'm going to go and tweak this a little bit. Okay, and I've customized this a little bit, and it seems like a fairly decent loadout. So I'm just going to save this as a large mineral miner. And we'll save that as new. It is 4 million credits, bear in mind. However, we have 5.7 now, so we can afford it. Just a brief look at some of this stuff. I've just gone for the all-round stuff. Shield Mark IIs and beams. Notice this is on the engines. The engines can have shields and a turret as well. So each cluster has different things. If we go across into shield generators, as normal, you might expect. But then in turrets, you get the same thing again. You get the ability to have a shield generator and a turret. However, in the middle slot, you can have 2 shield generators here and 2 turrets. And then at the very end one, there is also a large mining turret. And that's right there at the front, at the bottom. That's a mining turret, apparently. Yeah, so we'll take one. Why not? Also, in drones, consumables, yeah, we have the ability to have cargo drones, defense drones, mining drones, and repair drones. For the moment, I've equalized most of them, except giving it a few more mining drones. It can't hurt if it's faster at doing that. And as usual, a couple of marines, just in case we find an abandoned ship. Other than that, we're pretty much set. So why don't we purchase that? 4 million credits down the tube, but we should get it back, hopefully. So that's going to take 7 minutes rather than 1 minute to actually make. But once it comes out, I think, well, if we have a look in here, and look at the key, the purple color is mineral and gas. So if I head out from here, and, well, we can drop a resource probe right outside, and let's see what's actually available. So let's pop to here, undock. This is a large enough dock that there's like 8 medium spaces, so yeah. People do keep reminding me I need to perhaps put a large dock on that food ration station and on our HQ. Yep, I am going to do that once I can fit one. I may have to put connection pieces around so that it'll fit between the green box. If you have run out of space, you can't fit the large dock. Bear in mind, the one that you get by default is 3, so it's pointing in 3 different dimensions, and if that doesn't fit, it's quite hard to fit that kind of size. So instead, you can buy a fairly cheap single section dock. I think it's called Dock 1 or something like that. It's from the faction representative anyway, so nothing too terrible. Why was I out here? Resource probes. So let's head out from away from the station a little bit, and then we will just deploy resource probe. What's out here? So hydrogen, ice, nevidium, ore, and silicon. So why don't we start our ship by getting silicon, I suppose, or at least we could use up all the nevidium. But yeah, I'm gonna have this one back to being silicon. So I've got 5 minutes to wait. While that's happening, we now have missions from the Antigone Trade Guild, because that's what we just purchased. We purchased our rights to go and get some missions from them. So in here we've got a bunch of different things. Let's have a look. So satellite repair seems like a straightforward one. Yeah, data leak repair, etc. Now I guess we could fail that and then maybe capture stuff. Why don't we go and see where it's going to send us? Is that just to... No, it doesn't really tell us. Okay, I'm going to head over there. Maybe that is straight to that position 260 kilometers away. Maybe it's still a jump gate. Doesn't much matter. I'll head over there and we'll jump forwards. And out we go in the spacesuit. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be any leaks on this thing. It's tiny, so I don't think we're going to get any of that kind of thing. Besides, it's a satellite, and we can already make satellites, so there's no point nicking one of those. Okay, there's our ship. I'm just going to find where the satellite is. It's probably above the ship in the docking area, so there it is. Yeah. And sort of TIE Fighter-ish. Alright, but we will scan it anyway. And get a little bit closer. Go to all stop with backspace. And that's a docking area. We should be able to just land on that and then just get inside the ship that way. But in any case, are we going to repair it? Yeah, job's done. So we can just get them back aboard our ship. Easiest way is actually to teleport, strangely enough. And then we'll get given the location of the second satellite. And we're on our way to our second satellite, but at the same time our magnetar is now built, or will be in a couple of seconds. 1 second. And job's done. Please, magnetar. Yeah, there you go. So, whoops, I better make sure I don't hit any of the asteroids. Yes, they are collidable. I have hit them in the past.
All clear. Move along.
Thank you. And let's get a little bit closer to you. In fact, let's just shut off our travel drive while we configure this thing. So as you might normally expect, I'm just going to call this, let's call it M&R large 1 silicon. Why not? Okay, and then we can go across to behavior, and as usual, we just set this to auto mine, add where's silicon, and confirm. And that should be undocking. Yep, undocking critical. It means it's already going to head out. And we'll see just how much silicon that ship can actually hold and mine. In fact, we can take a look at the cargo hold in information. Yeah, so 25,200 meters cubed. And let's take a look at one of our original miners, for instance. Doesn't matter which one, really. Information. Yeah, so it holds 5 times the amount. So I'd expect to get 300,000 or so from each load of silicon. Of course, if we put it in Iridium, it'd probably get a huge amount, but for the moment, I'm fine with getting it to run silicon. Or at least we could switch it to Iridium and get all the others to switch to silicon. Either way, you know, we're going to get money. Yeah, I'm back in our spacesuit for the second repair. Not far, not close enough. That repair beam really isn't very long range. There we go.
Great work.
Alright, and now it wants us to repair data leaks as well. Fine, I guess so. Oh no, wait, we've completed satellite repair. And we've got 1 reputation with Antigone. Alright, so what's the data leaks then? Is that the same mission, just a separate stage maybe? Maintain satellite network. Yeah, so that was just the first stage. Second stage, well, first stage we get a tiny amount of credits by comparison to what we're getting from mining, but it's worthwhile for the reputation. And then we need to go and sort out some data leaks. Now, the data leaks, on the other hand, is there anything we can get from those? Unfortunately, these leaks look to be in the connector pieces of the junctions, so not really much here I'd want to actually take, but if you get these missions for data leaks, do bear in mind you will probably fail them if you choose to take the information using scan mode, like Shift 2, for example, like this, as opposed to actually just repairing them. So I'm just going to repair them in this case, and we'll cut forwards until I get to the last one, then obviously you'll see the mission complete. Now, for some reason, when I used my repair beam last time, it killed the broken thing rather than actually repairing it. So just thought I'd show this one on camera, just in case it does do the same thing. Nothing that much I can do. I don't have a beam laser. I'm using my repair laser. So let's try this. And
I hope you don't think you're being paid for that.
yeah, object was destroyed. Don't know why. Maybe it's a bug. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. But yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that one. In any case, off to the final version. And every time you do that, of course, it deactivates the mission. So I just got to go back into here for... In fact, has it actually removed all missions? Looks like it has. Yeah, because we failed too many of it. Oh well, not much I can do for that one. I'll give it a try. If you... I've seen a few comments from people getting exactly the same thing happening to them. I have had previous ones go through, so not quite sure. The only thing I can think of is that you... if they're going to fail anyway, you may as well scan for the leak and take it with your scan mode, this mode. No harm in it either way. Okay, so the next mission I've got, I've heard also is Buggy as well, but I want you to have the same experience I have. Yeah, so we got this trade operation assistance. So the first one is an open request, and that says it's easy, fair enough. And then we've got identify bountiful regions, an open request, an open request. So this first one is basically saying we need to deliver 3 fine meals. Okay, so if we go to a crafting bench, fine meals, you need to get Argnu steak, mixed fruit, and rare spices. And you can get those, let's make 3 of them. There we go. And you can actually sell them, of course, but yeah, that's not important right now. We just need to deliver them. So I need to go back to my ship, which is over there somewhere. Cerberus Vanguard. Let's teleport to you. In fact, can we just teleport directly to the location? Oops, that's because I've got the Vanguard selected. Teleport to. Let's see whether we can get there. Okay, and this was the bug. Apparently, every time you get to one of something that asks you to deliver fine meals, the contactee's dead. He gets killed by someone. No idea why, but yeah, unfortunately, that's what happens. In any case, I will no doubt file a bug report, and we'll see whether that gets fixed soon. That, of course, means we should now be able to get to the next stage. Hopefully, it doesn't get removed. So, find methane in the void. Okay, the void is the next station, the next system over. We came through that, and there is a small little exclamation point there. So we'll teleport back to our ship, head through, and see if we can find methane. I would note, by the way, that the beta patch I was playing with last episode, and I'm still on the beta branch, I can switch back to the public branch now, was already being released live to everyone. And to be honest, the developers have been so active after launch, I wouldn't be surprised if these missions get fixed fairly soon as well. I think they're just going nuts trying to fix everything that they can straight away. So let's see where we need to go. Alright, we're in the void, and do we get some kind of indication? Yeah, over there maybe. So I guess there's that whole purple region around here. Thankfully we have resource probes, so it won't be much of an effort to actually find this. Hopefully. Let's get into the mineral region, and we'll drop a probe. Okay, so we're roughly in the right place. Let's see whether this will actually find anything. Drop a resource probe. And
Great work.
methane. Great, so we've completed that mission. That isn't Buggy. And we get some reputation with those. With that faction. And do I still have a mission? Yeah, we still have more. So set to active. What are you asking for now? One fire meal. Oh dear. Oh dear. Why don't we go there anyway, and let's see whether he's also been killed. So teleport to. Not much I can do with these, unfortunately, if they're already dead. Yep, contact was killed. Yeah, not much I can do with that one either, and this one as well. So, is this the same place? No, looks like a different place. Where are you asking me to go to for this one? Not that it'll matter if they're dead or when we're already there, but that's fine. Ah, there it is. And we don't actually... we haven't... Oh, no, wait, maybe we have. Let's just teleport. And this will probably fill the mission, but... Yep. Okay. Not much I can do for that. And, yeah. So now we can take more missions if we wanted to. So, the majority of the missions today have failed. We have got one succeeded, but we'll see if that gets fixed in the patches, of course. So hopefully it'll be fixed fairly soon. Okay, so just an update on our large miner. It's now heading across to Grand Exchange to sell its entire stock of silicon. And while I'm talking about silicon, remember I did put that in our resource probe down here that tells me that there's 6.2 units of silicon per kilometer cubed. However, for that mission we just did, the successful one, in here, whoops, I shouldn't do that. Yeah, that's going to send my ship off in the middle of nowhere. We have 14 per kilometer cubed, so it's much richer, and I need to take over. Yes, hazardous region. Yes, I shouldn't have gone that way. Yes, please, let's get out of here. Right, where was I? Yeah, so this is a richer area for silicon, and I think we'll be able to set this as sort of our area, roughly, to auto mine when we get back. Although it did say hazardous area, so hopefully it doesn't destroy the ships. Anyway, I bought a second magnetar, so we'll have a second one that's able to mine in about 3 minutes or so, and of course they will take over. Now, because they've got such a larger cargo hold, we should be able to get quite a bit more, and let's come to an all stop, quite a bit more per sail, so they can spend longer out in the fields and not travelling, hopefully. Alright, last mission of the day, again from the trade side of things, the trade guild that is. We have this mission for, let's go left, this mission called Stumbling Blocks, sorry. So we need to extract something, get rid of some explosives, and then there's mines, and the mines are the hardest part, so you may want to watch out for those. We need to lure them away from a ship, apparently. Yes, exactly. That may be a little bit of a problem, but we'll see. Let's get close to this, presumably a ship, first of all. Minotaur Sentinel, so it looks like a ship. And let's see what that says. 20 kilometers, so thinking about decelerating now. Alright, and what have we got around you? Should we just do a scan? Okay, and what are you? And what are you? So, use spacesuit apparently. Alright, I guess I will take your advice. I'm just going to get in a little bit closer though. And I'll stop here. Control D to get up, and then let's get in our spacesuit and let's see what we have to do. Let's leave. And such spacesuit dock, presumably on the other ship, so fine, I'll just blast that with tab to boost. And presumably I have to find the spacesuit dock. Yeah, okay, I was hoping to be able to find it that way. Never mind, let's see if I can find it. Is that it right there? Maybe not. Maybe that's a turret. Oh no. I can hear something. Okay, so now I guess I have to find the sort of leaking area. Let's go above. Sounds like it's over in this direction. Yeah, there is something right there, you see? Let's get close enough to it. I'm already in scan mode, I should say, so... Yep. There we go. Get closer. And closer still. Data decrypted. Do I get anything for that? Is there another one? Okay, maybe that was just a random thing that just didn't actually do anything. I got close enough to midships and now it says assume control. So I guess I will teleport to. It is green now, so it is one of my ships, it looks like. At least temporarily. Ooh, new cockpit. Sort of bit bare. Okay, I've assumed control. What do we have to fly to? Did you give me any kind of indication? Guess not. Okay, I'm just going to spin around and then see where it tells me to go to. There we go, and unfortunately we do have to return the ship to its owner. Oh, I could have done with another ship. Anyway, that's fine. We've got 59 minutes to actually get there, and it's only 27 kilometers away. So let's go and dock this and see whether that completes the mission. Okay, and we've docked. Transfer ownership. And presumably we're done there. Okay, we are. And it's gone on to the second part of the mission, destroy explosives. So I need to go on to my ship. Hopefully it's not wandered off. It normally tends to head off somewhere. That's fine. Let's head over there. What is with you and this hazardous? Oh, it's probably still got that order I accidentally clicked on. It's probably still active. So I just need to right click and I need to remove all orders. Yeah, make sure it doesn't try and come back here every time. Alright, so it needs explosives now. That's fine. We need to go and destroy them. And here we are with the mines, and they are mines at that. So I guess I should keep moving when I do this. And I'm just going to use space as the default for shooting, because that should be right ahead. And let's see what range we've got of this thing. Nope, I guess I'm going to have to fly past. Oh, no, there it goes. And, yep, the rest of the things are now active. Now, it depends whether they're homing mines or whether they're just static. So I'm just going to spin around, and let's see if they're going to follow me. That looks like they are. Or not. No, they appear to be fine. This is a medium mission after all, so maybe it's the hard mission that will actually require us to do something a little bit crazy, like go and shoot one of a whole set of homing mines. I did that in a mission with the Xenon. I did off camera once, and that didn't go terribly well. So yeah, just think about that. One thing, by the way, if those fine meals actually work for you, I did forget to mention, I think, where you get the ingredients from. They're just on board station traders all over the place. So if you head over to Station Trader on like a food factory or something, and then let's see there if you see there if you can buy them. You may have to hop around with a teleport, but because we've got the teleport now, it's actually pretty decent. Straightforward to actually pick the stuff up. There we go. And I'll finish off the rest of these. There we go, we completed the last of the explosives, and now I need to head across to the ship, which is being, I guess, ambushed? Sunder Sentinel? Yeah, it's been ambushed by more mines, so we need to draw them off, and then we need to destroy them. Not so sure about this one, to be honest, but I'll give it a go, and yes, make sure you save games before these. And there's our target. I have flown past once, and the mines do get attracted to you, so you don't want to slow down too much, and in fact you may just want to let a couple of them detonate on your shields. You are going to need at least a medium ship to do this though, because they are pretty lethal, so you don't want to get them all, but you'll see I've destroyed 7, and that's simply by virtue of letting them explode on me. I'm just going to attract their attention again, and let's see if I can fly past them in such a way that that attracts their attention. There we go. Let's just get their attention. There goes one, and it pretty much took out my shields. And I've destroyed 8 of 15 just by the fact they blow up. So you're just trying to attract their attention. So I'm going to go and complete that mission. And the last drone, and yeah, that may be some of my hull that's actually missing. I may have taken a few of them on at the same time, a bit too many. I just thought I'd see if I could sort of maybe cheat a little bit with a laser tower. Not sure if that's the case though, because I've dropped one, but it's certainly not targeting it by default. And can we actually order it to target it? Let's have a look. Is it on my property owned list? Laser tower is on my property owned list, so can I then right click? No, friend or foe mine. That's unfortunate. Never mind. Like, at least we have a laser tower in the middle of nowhere. Let's head in for this. Let's head in for this mine, and these emitters, whatever they are that I've got currently, are terrible. So I'm gonna have to change it back to pulse lasers or something.
Thanks
if anyone,
for your help.
Yep, great. We've completed Fatal Attraction. We get 100,000. And probably going to cost me that in actual repairs to my hull, but we get reputation, so that's more important. Yes, so that's pretty much fine. We're approaching the end of the episode, so a quick check up on resources then. I've got my silicon miners. They're both actually mining in the void now. It seems that they've decided, because I've dropped a resource probe, that's where there's most silicon, so they're heading there right now. So, or at least they're in the process of. Let's take a look at their information. Okay, that's one of them that hasn't got anything in it. And what about the other one? Oh, yep, that's filling up quite quickly. 1,000 at a time. We just saw it just change as I came in. Not sure what the cycle time is there. Do we actually have any sales from them yet? So there's our mission. Food rations. In fact, our food rations complex is selling water, even though we're going to be using water. Did get a comment from someone saying that you may want to add more water production because you have many different modules that use it, and similarly with energy credits and stuff like that. Yep, that's fine. I just want to see what the baseline is. So I've only added one of each, and then we'll just add another one and another one as we actually need it when, you know, it gets starved out, something like that. Okay, so Nevidium, energy cells, Nevidium. Has it actually sold any silicon as yet? Because we know the silicons are the large miners. No, it hasn't sold any silicon yet. That's fine. We can wait for them to do that. I'm going to go put the next thing on research. You can see I'm most of the way through the research items now. So in an upcoming episode, I may cover the mods and what they can do. You're going to need to go and buy bits and pieces to actually make them. But they will help us greatly, I would imagine. So let's just wait for the silicon miners to finish. Then we'll finish up seeing how much they earn. And yeah, we're back at an equipment dock, so I'm just going to change my weapons away from whatever that plasma cannon does. We're not going to need mining drills. I'm just going to go back to pulse laser Mark IIs. They seem to be sort of the decent and sort of initial weapon anyway, so we're going to add those to the list. And that will take a minute to update, but there's no real problems there. And our miner is now on its way to try and trade at the Void. So are you actually finished yet? Have you traded? Iridium, you're not, so you're probably still on your way towards the station. And finally, that large miner did actually sell its full inventory, 2,520 silicon for 326,000. So essentially per sale, it's selling even more than the Nvidium now. Now, of course, we could set them to Nvidium as well, and we get bonkers amounts until the demand for Nvidium ran out. However, I think I will leave them on silicon, and we'll probably even want one on ore at some point sooner or later. However, you can see we're on 4.5 million with 1.5 million due to come in, so that's 6 million already. And yeah, that Nvidium stream is continuing to coming, at least until it saturates the market. Now, we should plan for that. That shouldn't be something that we should just leave alone. So we are going to have to consider what we do next. Even though this food ration factory is not up and running yet, it is still selling stuff to traders. Why won't you scroll? There we go. No, you're just deciding not to scroll now. Fair enough. Logbook. There we go. So yeah, it is selling food rations, selling water still. No problem with that, but I have already transferred 6 million out of my credits across to it to complete that station. I should probably think about saving up that 11 million for the small habitat, and then we can convert over to not using the Taladi biome, and then in future stations we'll be able to build an argon biome, at least for argon habitat, at least for argon stations. So that's pretty much the end of today's episode. It's about half an hour. That should be okay for now. Next episode, we're going to go back to building more stations. I think we need to get more and more revenue coming in. And although miners do the job, we want stations to be doing that job from here on. So, or at least more and more. So we've got a food ration complex up and running. We've got our grey home, which is just doing energy credits at the moment. There's no problem with that. To continue, we probably want to then think about maybe putting hull parts together, maybe near Argon Prime next to both shipyards or something along those kind of lines. And I've got a satellite there. I think we also are also getting these miners going all over the place to sell stuff, so I think I'm going to go put down more satellites. It is much, much cheaper, by the way, to go with normal satellites and put more of them down than it is to go with advanced satellites. They're 10 times the actual cost, at least, for not that much more range, so you may just want to put normal satellites down everywhere. Up to you entirely. I'm not going to worry too much about it now that we're getting this amount of money and it's becoming less of an issue. And yeah, so I'll see you next episode for some more station building. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. If you have, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe, share, click the bell if you want to get notifications through YouTube, or you can follow me on Twitter at Greaterster. And you can, of course, see the next episode where we carry on with X4. As always, guys, thanks for watching.